They are doing the trend. No, teacher, they are doing the TikTok trend.
Okay, let's continue our lesson. So, today we finish up the syllabus. No, today we finish up chapter 7. Then only I'll let you know the Amali on Wednesday. How to carry out, or else you say dua hari lepas sudah lupa. Okay? Huh? Okay, rate of reaction. We already know the 4 factors that are affecting the rate of reaction. Okay? So now we need to know how a reaction occurs. How reaction is occur. Okay, how reactions occur? Do you know how reactions occur? How? When electron release. How come electron will release? How come electron will release? How come there is a transfer of electron or sharing of electron? How come all this is happening? How will it happen? Normally I say chemical bond. If transfer of electron, married, right? If sharing of electron, you all make friends. So how you all make friends? Or how you all married?
Go talk to them.
Cakap and then marry. Okay. Senang saja cakap marry. Okay. So actually you have to bump into each other, then only you will meet each other, then only you will talk to each other. Even if I go near you, I just pass by you only in the supermarket also, you did talk to me also, we are not going to know each other. Yeah. Understand or not? You must bump into each other. So we say all the particles must
Bump into each other.
all particles must collide with each other. You must collide first. We know all the particles, they will move all everywhere. Okay? They'll move everywhere. They move freely and randomly. So there are a lot of particles, sure they will bump into each other. When they bump into each other, in order to get an effective collision, means how am I going to put you all become best friend? How am I going to put you all to make sure that once you all bump in already, you all sure will marry? So there are 2 conditions. Why?
Nothing, teacher. Why you laugh?
Hey, same thing ma. Like you got competition, you go other school, got boys school, you go boys school. Are you going to marry any boys there?
No.
Not necessary ma. Maybe you met them, but you never knew them because you never talk to each other. You just met only. Met only. It's like just that only. Y'all never bump into each other yet. Okay? So not yet. So we need 2 conditions so that you get an effective relationship. How? Correct?
Orientation.
Yes, must be correct orientation. Correct orientation. And secondly, must achieve minimum activation energy. Okay. So to get effective formation, they must in a correct orientation achieve in a activation, a minimal activation energy. Okay. Can anyone tell me if two person not knowing each other? Let's have anyone two volunteer to come and do some show.
There you go. What?
Come up first. Okay, one stand here, one stand there. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the two of you two of you at the moment you not knowing each other. You are stranger to each other.
过客意思。
Okay, you don't know them. You don't know her, she also don't know you. Now, you spotted, both of you maybe spotted each other. Sudah nampak mah handsome. Beautiful. Or maybe she's so active. Attract. Belum lah ini perempuan. Okay. Think of a way how you all going to make sure you all can start talking.
Oh, I know already. Okay.
How you going to do?
K-drama.
Aina, come closer.
How lah? 啊 you pain? No, Okay, so this one, she really fall down. So when she fall down, when you see a stranger fall down because of you, sure you go and pick her up, right? Why you never pick her up? So you
My friend
and
laugh.
then you're going to start talking, sorry, I'm so sorry, and so on. Dia minta maaf kan dengan dia. Okay, so that's how we say correct orientation. Even all the atoms, they are like a more like atoms. Okay, so when they move, okay, we must make sure they bump into each other. They really bump exactly correct orientation. We don't want something like this scratching only. When you just scratch like this, nothing going to happen. Okay? So it must be pop like that. When it pop like that, you see pop together, then something go out. What is go out?
Anak-anak.
What is go out? You see what is the reaction that you already know? Give me one example. Today
I
is
hear you.
18. 18 is
Number 8.
Zahira.
No here. No here pula they are not here. Number 8 who ah?
What English is that?
Whoa. Janesha. Ring 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 ring.
Okay, 1 plus 8 is 9.
Disha!
Give me one example of reactions that you know.
Chemical reaction?
Yeah, any chemical reactions that you know.
Ada babi.
Anything.
What? Firecrackers? No lah.
You give me something that I can write equation 1.
Calcium carbonate with hydrochloric acid.
Okay, calcium carbonate
with hydrochloric acid.
Reacts with
Hydrochloric
hydrochloric
acid.
Okay. Now you imagine this one. Actually, when you say CaCO3, you have a CO3. Maybe they are somewhere here. This one is a C. Then this is the O. It's a lump.
Okay.
Okay. And then another one is the H. H is small. HCl, something like that. Okay. So you see these two. When I say calcium carbonate reacts with hydrochloric acid, these two they will
Oh.
around and then they will bump into each other.
Then everything separate. The bum. One.
When they bump, you imagine one bag. If we never zip it, two bags. You never zip it, everything will throw, right?
Yeah.
But here, there is something happen. Something will happen. When they bump, means they meet up, or everyone here. All these will meet up. They say hi. Then what? Then this calcium
Suka kat C.
falls to
CL.
Cl.
I knew it.
So you get CaCl. Okay? And then this carbonate, because after bumping,
They go
CO3 become CO2. Satu oksigen sudah tertarik dengan
Hydrogen.
hydrogen. But of course, we still need to follow the formula of the chemical formula principle. Okay, so calcium chloride will be CaCl2. So they meet up. So at first, two molecules bump into each other, but they got three substances spread up. Understand? So that's why, like firecrackers, you burn it, suddenly, boom, everything come out. At first, they all join as one. After you burn it, you add fire into it, it spread up. Same thing goes to this. It depends what are the substance. Okay, they bump into each other, and then they meet, and they combine, and they spread up in a very fast action. That's why when we put all this substance into it, you see a lot of bubble forming already, because it's formed very fast. Okay, it must correct orientation, one thing, and you must make sure when they bump into each other, it must achieve minimum activation energy. Even you want to cycle, you need energy to cycle, right? If you don't have any energy, how's the bicycle is going to move? Driving car also the same. You need to energy to turn. Finish?
No, okay. 20 more minutes.
Oh, okay. Don't worry, you can cut down to it. So you need to turn the key. Energy to turn the key, or energy to push the button. Right? Then only your car will start. If you never have this energy to push the button, how is it the car will move? Okay, so it must achieve activation of energy. Means even if you bump to each other, you must make sure this bump will make sure everyone collide. It's not a bump like we don't do that. Okay, no stopping one. It must be really a big bump, everyone spreading through. They met and spread. Very fast. Okay? No delay. No delay of timing for all the reaction occur. Okay? So, how reaction is occurring? All the particles must collide with each other. This is the first condition that we must have. And then, to get the effective collision, we must make sure that they are collide in a correct orientation and achieve minimum activation energy. So far, any question?
Teacher, what is the meaning of correct orientation?
position must correct. Means they must be bump into each other like this. They cannot bump like that. Scratching only cannot. You don't. Okay. Means I must make sure this one don't bump like this. Okay? I cannot say I bump like this also cannot. We have so many times we heard the news say meteorite is going to bump to the earth. Meteorite is coming towards earth. Yeah, until now, since September I heard the news, they say 24/9 meteorite is going to reach earth according to their calculation. Everywhere they say, please we get ready, we scared of what? Our earth will be smashed up by the meteorite. Why are you so happy? I keep on hearing the news like that. Until 15th of November, I'm still hearing the meteorite is coming. Another meteorite is coming. But until now, still not coming. They just like pass by. Means the earth is here, it's just like that. Never crash also. So nothing happened. But so if let's say it's passed by and then it boom, then what happened to your earth? It depends on the size of the meteorite also. If the size very big, that the November one, they say very big, 15 November one, they say it's bigger than our earth. But then it just passed by only. Nothing happened. Okay? So it just passed by. If let's say it's a big size bump into our earth here, what will happen?
Break into
So that's the end of the earth, the end of the earth floor. End of the world, we say.
Then we all how to
Die. We are not going to stay here anymore. No more you and me. That's all.
Okay.
Okay.
You and me, right?
But actually, until now, still no. We are still safe lah. Thank God lah. We are still safe. Okay. So actually, throughout the years, since my study time, we always hear meteorite is coming towards our earth and so on. But luckily, every time when they come near to our earth already, and then they'll turn. They'll turn their direction. I don't know why. Maybe because of the gravity.
Okay. Yeah.
Because Earth have gravity.
Okay.
Same
is that
goes to
for
other planet also, they have
This
gravity.
poker.
So gravity will change the
Strange
direction.
people.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
She
so
just
correct orientation, make sure they bump into a correct way or correct direction in order to
obey.
make sure the reactions occur. We don't want just scratching or just touching. We don't want that. We want really a bump, a collision. Collision means what? Bump lah.
Abam.
You bump into each other, you collide with each other. Understand? Melanggar. Okay? So achieve minimal animation means the energy that when you collide, how big is that? So we have a minimum energy. Sometimes like when I try to we hit this book. So if I hit softly, so the book still okay. But let's say I hit it very strongly, the book may
Tear.
the book may tear. Okay, the book may tear. But I need that minimum energy, then only it will tear. So I must make sure I reach that minimum energy. Understand? So if the energy not reached, then it won't have anything happen. Understand? Do you want to tear this book?
No.
No lah. We don't tear this book. Okay? Or else okay, let's take one piece of, do you still need this piece of paper?
No.
Ini matematik kok, nama. One person hold this. It's like karate lah. Or taekwondo.
Yeah. We hit the papan.
You hit the papan, sure this papan is break.
Yeah, yeah.
You need the certain energy. Do you think you need a lot of energy for
No,
this one?
no, no.
Not necessary. Who want to try? Who want to try? Someone else already? Huh?
Lydia.
Teacher Janesha will do.
No. Li Jiayi.
Janesha.
No.
This
没有。
untuk Jai lah. Who want to chop down? Oh. Sama.
No, you hold like that, Jai. You hold like that. No, like that. Ah.
Then it won't close to you.
No, like that.
Hey, not enough energy ah. Yes, so
Like that.
Why ah?
Because the attraction in between them is very strong.
The grip is not strong.
Okay.
So you see the first time cannot break. The second time only she managed to break. So what does that mean? It's actually the first time she's sliding over. So the orientation is not correct. See that? So then the second time she moved to the center a bit. Then only she starts smashing it. So that's how it works. Understand?
Marisha, Janesha.
Okay. Now we're going to relate all these to all the factors. Okay. So now we're going for collision theory.
Collision theory.
Actually, under collision theory, just like what we learned also collision theory, okay? But then sometimes in your exam, the essay especially, they will say, explain the reaction of calcium carbonate. Explain the reaction between calcium carbonate and hydrochloric acid using collision theory.
Oh.
So how are you going to explain? Okay. So every time this kind of question, they will give you 5 marks for one explanation. Okay. They will ask you to compare set 1, set 2. Okay. So let's see the size of. We come up with the size first. Size of reactor. Okay. Just now you were using calcium carbonate reacts with hydrochloric acid, produce okay, we are going to use this. Okay, so now set 1. Set 1, I'm going to use calcium carbonate powder. Set 2, I'm going to use calcium carbonate chips. But normally calcium carbonate, they won't say calcium carbonate. Mostly they will say marble powder or marble
chip.
chips. Okay.
Chipsy.
So now, set 1 and set 2. Can anyone tell me which one has a higher rate of reaction?
Set 1, powder.
Set 1 has a higher rate of reaction. Why?
The total
size of
surface.
the reactor reaction is
Small.
Okay, so explain. We compare set 1 and set 2 and then explain using collision theory. So my first point, I can answer the rate of reaction. I think the rate of reaction we answer in it for the last one. Okay, set 1 has a higher rate of reaction. So why? Because we say the size of calcium carbonate powder is smaller compared to calcium carbonate
Chips.
Okay. Then, when the size is smaller, we say
The total surface area is higher. Is higher. Higher ke larger?
Larger or
Larger.
bigger, no higher. The total surface area of calcium carbonate exposed to the reaction is larger. Okay, larger. Then what?
The rate of reaction is higher.
No, not yet. Then we say the frequency of collision is higher. Why we need to say frequency of collision is higher? You think if you like the person, you want to bump into him very easily. You must try many times one. So you will increase. Means if your size is small, you become more. Then the total surface area become larger. Okay, total surface larger. Then only there is more chance for you to collide with each other. Okay, so the collision is higher already. Frequency of collision means the number of collision in 1 second is increased. When we use the word frequency, means in 1 second. Okay, so then what we say? The frequency. Okay, sorry. Between who is higher? Between who? What do you think? It's actually between calcium carbonate
Hydrochloric acid.
and hydrochloric acid. But if you say between calcium carbonate and hydrochloric acid, you don't get marks. You must mention the one that exactly reacts. So we need to know the ionic equation. If I form ionic equation, what is the answer? Can anyone give me the ionic equation? 8, 9, just now, so we go for 9. Eugene. Ionic equation. For this calcium. Right here.
切来切去的那个，把不多的东西切掉那个。
repeat 的东西割掉了。
你烧出来切别的东西。
The one that repeat you cancel.
CA cancel.
Yeah. Okay, I delete. I write this one first. Okay.
先写上他们那个。
No.
Huh?
Sit down.
Everything.
Calcium carbonate is a solid. Can you separate them?
No.
Remain. Hydrochloric acid. H plus Cl negative. Okay? CaCl is
Can.
a solution or is a solid?
Salt.
The calcium chloride. All chloride salts soluble except
Calcium
Like
carbonate.
lactochloride.
Barrier.
No. Silver chloride.
Mercury.
Mercury 1 chloride. Is calcium chloride one of them?
No.
No, except for this, right?
Yeah.
So calcium chloride soluble or insoluble?
Soluble.
Soluble. So if it is soluble, then it must be aqueous.
Ca2 plus Cl2.
Correct? Continue lah. You didn't say she know already. Then you write the answer for me. Hey, by the way, am my equation balance?
No.
Balance equation first.
2 in front the H.
Then
Wait.
you say you know already. So write the answer.
2、6、2样的。
Then write the answer.
Last.
Okay, thank you. So this is the ionic equation. But of course they won't ask you the ionic equation in here. You just need to know. So this is actually the reaction between calcium carbonate and hydrogen ion. So the frequency of collision is between calcium carbonate and hydrogen ion is higher. For your information, if you can write the whole sentence correctly, you get 1 mark. And if you write this one between calcium carbonate and hydrogen ion, add another 1 mark. So there are 2 marks in this sentence. Okay? Then the frequency of effective collision is higher also. Okay, it's higher. Then only we do the conclusion. So the rate of reaction, in set 1 is higher than the rate of reaction in set 2. Okay? So how many marks here? 6 marks already. 5.6 marks. This one is for collision theory on size of reactant. Okay? Size of reactant. How about concentration? Shall we change the reaction? Or you want to use back the same one? You change the white one to use back the same only. Okay, now concentration.
Oh, my leg.
Give me one reactions that you know must involve solution.
Janisha.
肌肉线
hydrochloric acid.
Hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, whatsoever, and you get
Zn chloride H2O. H2.
Balance the equation.
2 in front the CH.
Okay, sit down. Thank you. Okay, so now she changed zinc reacts with hydrochloric acid, produce zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. So now step 1.
Ayo, mana bising?
Now I put step 1, hydrochloric acid 0.1 mole per decimeter cube. Then step 2, hydrochloric acid 1 mole per decimeter cube. So which one has a higher rate of reaction? Step 2 has a higher rate of reaction. So the one that affecting them already mentioned, this is the difference. So we know, okay, concentration is affecting. Okay, so now which set has a higher concentration? Set 2. So what is going to say the sentence?
The number of particles per unit.
No, first of all we say the concentration of hydrochloric acid in set 2 is higher than in set 1. So when the concentration is higher, the concentration of hydrochloric is higher, this means that the number of, okay, say no to this one, we must know zinc is a solid, HCl
Is a
is an acid, right? If acid normally it reacts with hydrogen ion. Okay, so the number of hydrogen ion per unit volume,
increase.
okay, means in the same volume of substance, the number of hydrogen ion in it is higher. Understand? Means if this hydrochloric acid I'm using 50 centimeter cube, 50 centimeter cube. But because this one set 2 is more concentrated, so the number of hydrogen ion is more. Right? Okay? So we say the number of hydrogen ion per unit volume is higher. Okay? Per unit volume means in the same volume. When both set is the same volume, the number of hydrogen ion is higher for set 2. Okay? Then you continue. The frequency of collision between
Hydrogen.
this time no more calcium carbonate. This one is
Zinc.
zinc. Between zinc and hydrogen ion is higher. Then the frequency of effective collision is higher. The rate of reaction in set 2 is higher than the rate of reaction in set 1. Just as simple like that. You only change the first two rows. Okay, by the way, can you write formula? Can you write formula? Can you write formula?
Yeah.
Can you write formula in your answer? You can only write formula in your answer if the question write formula.
Oh.
So if the question never write formula, you cannot give in formula. Clear? Ah? 2 more minutes. I can do one more, I think. We do one more. Temperature. We use the same reaction, but this time step 1. Okay. Step 1. Temperature of hydrochloric acid is 30 degrees Celsius, while step 2, temperature of hydrochloric acid is 50 degrees Celsius. We talk about the temperature now. Okay, which one has a higher rate of reaction now?
It's a 2.
Step 2 has a higher rate of reaction. Why?
Temperature is higher.
Yes, temperature of hydrochloric in step 2 is higher than in step 1. So now I just change the temperature. When I talk about the temperature, we talk about, what do you think? When you talk about temperature, you talk about, yes, the kinetic energy of this one we just put particles. Okay, this one we just say the kinetic energy of particles is higher. Then again followed by the same sentence. The frequency of collision between zinc and hydrogen ion is higher. The frequency of effective collision is higher. And lastly, the frequency of effective collision, the frequency of effective collision is higher. The rate of reaction in step 2 is higher than in step 1. Okay? We finish it up now. Since we are using this experiment, I can also put catalyst for it. For catalyst one, they won't tell you what is catalyst one. They'll just say, okay, for this reaction, we add copper 2 sulfate in it. And then the other one, it remain the same. Means you didn't add anything. You just react zinc with hydrochloric acid. But another set, they add another copper 2 sulfate in it. Okay? Now, so when I add copper 2 sulfate, straight away you must know this one is a catalyst. This is a catalyst. So when I add catalyst,
Bobby.
which one has a higher rate of reaction? Set one will has a higher rate of reaction. Okay. So
Taking video.
what do we say? First of all, we say there are presence of catalyst which is copper 2 sulfate in set 1. Okay? So you say the presence of catalyst which is copper 2 sulfate in set 1. So this one, what do we say? Here we say catalyst. We say the catalyst will lower the activation energy. Okay, the lower the activation energy, and then now frequency of collision between zinc and hydrogen ion is higher. Instead of putting frequency for catalyst one, we don't put frequency. We just say more colliding particles will occur. Okay? Then only we say the frequency of effective collision is higher. Okay? And then lastly, the rate of reaction in set 1, set 2, and set 1 is higher than set 2. Sorry, I must remember the between. Between zinc and hydrogen. More colliding particles will occur between zinc and hydrogen ions. So these are the rate of reaction explanation using collision theory. So far, any question? Don't worry, later we will do some exercise then we know. Okay? So now you just jot down all the notes first, and then after that, in Wednesday, then only we discuss on the experiment, then only we do some exercise. Okay? So I think that's all for today. And stop the recording.